Hello, our father. I'm in the middle, well, we're in the middle of making dinner for some friends from the golf club that we play golf with on a regular basis. So it's going to be socially distanced, and I think if we were going to catch anything from them, we would have caught it already. So I thought I'd just show you how to assemble Lyonnaise potatoes. Very, very easy to do. Actually, when you look at recipes online, most of them are done on a skillet on a stove, and it's basically potatoes and onions. But the way I've always done it is in the oven, and with no advanced boiling of the potatoes or whatever. I literally just slice the potatoes and onions, put them in a bowl, and bung them in the oven. So I'm just going to show you, I'm not going to show you how to peel and slice potatoes or how to slice onions. So everything is ready prepared. What I have is the following. I've got sliced potatoes, and I think I've overdone it a bit here. Sliced onions. I've cut up some butter into slices to make it easier to use. Salt and pepper, some extra butter just in case, some biltong, which has got absolutely nothing to do with it, but I just finished making that, some wild boar bacon, a glass of wine, and a Labrador. Let's show, oh look at that, she did Chris, now do cross. Cross? Yeah. Oh. We're so proud of our dog. There you go. She knows she gets fed for doing stupid stuff. So I've shown you all the ingredients plus some extra ones. You could probably throw those in there if you wanted, but you don't need to. I'm actually in the process of making lamb Wellington, and this is a sauce that I'm making with red wine, and I'm currently reducing it, and it makes a mess in my pan. I didn't think I would go into the details of doing that today. So anyway, let's put the camera down. Oh yeah, I've got to have a glass of wine as well. Let's start the overhead camera, and we're off. As I mentioned, no pre-cooking of the potatoes at all. If you remember when I did the, what was it? Oh, the potatoes dauphinoise. I cooked the potatoes ahead of time. If I remember correctly, I think I did.
Yes.
I did, didn't I? Yes, so I cooked them ahead of time. This one you don't need to. So all you need to do is take your potatoes, make a nice layer in the bottom of your oven-proof dish, which we had a bit of an argument about because Julie wanted to use it for something that she was doing, and I needed to use it too. But I told her I had it first. So, as you can see from the camera above, that's just a layer of potatoes across the bottom. Then I take some onions and do the same thing, make a layer of onions on top of the potatoes. I may actually have enough ingredients here for 2 of these, which would be good because it keeps really well and you can just reheat it, and it is so lovely. And I will not forget to show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven this time, because you moaned and complained about that last time. Right, butter. So there's no particular quantity on this, I'm just layering butter, and when it melts it's all going to go in the bottom anyway, but it just gives it a fighting chance. You can't have too much butter in this, so it's extremely healthy. Salt and pepper. If you've got it, best to use freshly ground black pepper, and don't be afraid to put plenty of salt in. And that's basically it. Now you repeat, you just do another layer of potatoes, another layer of onions, more butter, more seasoning, and then just keep going. And seeing as my bowl is already half full, I've got way too many ingredients. And I actually prepared, just like Blue Peter, I prepared these potatoes earlier so that I wouldn't be rushed to do this. And I just put them in a bowl of water so that one, keeps them fresh, and two, helps wash some of the starch out of the taties. So I've put, oh yeah, I've got enough to do like 3 of these dishes here. This is good. Natasha isn't doing a lot to help today. I think her brain is sore from all the, she's just scratched. Her brain is sore from all the training that she's doing, but it's good for her. And they may look like stupid tricks, but it's good to exercise the dog's brain as well as her body. I think I'm gonna have to push this down a little bit. Right, so that was another layer. I'm gonna do one more layer after this. So last week I made, what did I make? It was pasta and
leeks, bacon, and
leek bacon and cheese pasta. I think I filmed that as well. No, I didn't film it. No, I didn't film that. So I made homemade pasta with sweaty leeks and wild boar bacon and Gruyere cheese. That was really good, but I made a little too much of it, so I ended up eating that for the week. Now, why I mentioned that is this week I see I'm going to be eating potatoes and onions for the whole week. Could be worse. So, oh, I said so again.
So
I think every time I say so, we have to drink out of the glass of wine. We. Well, I'm assuming Bill's drinking while he's watching this. Let's put that so you can see it. That's a Pinot Noir.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. No, you don't.
I'm also making bread at the same time. It's multitasked today. So a few more onions, and oh no, I don't want a few more onions.
Okay.
See, I got distracted there because I was talking about everything else. We season. Don't be afraid to put plenty of seasoning in this, and it will actually take plenty of salt. I know that's probably not an issue for you because I know you like your salt. So we're going to finish up with just a few more potatoes. Wow, it really did go overboard on the onions. I think what I did here was, I think it was 5 potatoes.
So you didn't need to actually buy it?
No, I did, because I used the big ones. So I did 5 potatoes. Yeah, I told you she didn't buy enough potatoes, so I went out and bought some more. 5 potatoes, and I did 3 onions. And I have a few onions left over, as you can see in the inset. So let's just put a few more onion on top. And I have all this left to make another one.
Are you finished with that pan?
Yes. She's interrupting me while I'm doing this very important video work, asking me questions. Fanny Craddock never had this problem, or Clement Freud, or Graham Kerr. Is it Graham Kerr or Graham Kerr? And I bet Gordon never has this problem. And Gino definitely doesn't have this problem being interrupted while he's filming. Right. So, just, oh, I said so. I have to have a drink. may even have to have some biltong.
Okay, you need to cut back on that.
Julie's saying I have to cut back on my biltong intake. It doesn't feel like you're eating red meat, but it is raw red meat. Hmm?
And you're eating meat for dinner.
Yeah, but it's lamb. Lamb doesn't count as meat. And you know what else I'm going to do? Right, so that was a fair amount of butter. But what I'm going to do is just spray a smidge of oil on this as well after I've done a final seasoning.
Put this away?
She's talking to you. Get what I'm saying in the video.
No, put it away.
She's paranoid about putting stuff away.
No, I just would like to have it as clean as possible before they get here.
Oh, now she's taking that tone. You're taking that tone on the video.
Can I put these two pieces away?
You can put these two pieces
Thank
away.
you.
But you really didn't need to ask me at this very moment. I'm going to move the glass of wine out of the way of the oil because it goes everywhere. So there we go. A little spray of oil. And that, there's atomized oil everywhere now. And that's that. You put the lid on it and you stick it in the oven for, I don't know, till it's done. I think it generally takes about 40 minutes. I'll let you know, and I will show it to you when it comes out. But it's a very easy dish to prepare, and because of all the butter in it, it tastes absolutely fabulous. These were Yukon Gold potatoes, but you can use any type potato. Thank you. Right, so I have no clue how long this was in the oven. The cooking time really isn't that important.
Oh, really? So no chickpeas?
But that's what it looks like. I'm just doing this for my dad.
Oh, really? Cool.
That's Joe.
Hey!
He's joined us for dinner. He's one of my golfing buddies. So that's what the potatoes look like. They're cooked.
Okay.
And you just can't fail with this recipe, so enjoy.
Good.